Hey, welcome to our videos. Today we're going to talk about sketching and actually sketching elevations for architecture. One of the biggest things, one of the problems we have is visualization is hugely important in architecture, and one of the skills that I do in my class to try to help you guys and girls out is basically I require sketches for all assignments. You will sketch your floor plan and you will sketch your front elevation for pretty much every assignment you do before you ever touch a CAD system. Now, looking at what we got here, this is a simple sketch I made of a floor plan that we dreamed up for a 1,200 square foot house. Now, in our class, as you know, we usually give you a little bit of variance on our requirements, but for 1,200 square feet, we let you go up or down 100 square feet roughly, and then we pretty much hold you to that. Now, I'm looking at this going, this is the look I want. I've gone in and I've shown everything I want on it. I've got, let's start clear over here on the left, I've got my eave over my dining area. I've got a chimney, stacked rock chimney, all the way from ground up, and it clears my roof. Okay. I've got a window with some divided lights that's horizontal, double hung on either side with a picture window in the middle, and a sill at the bottom of it. I've got some bushes just kind of sketched in. I've got batten board siding. I've got horizontal siding here, shingles. I've got a porch, just roughly sketching. Now this is just all sketch. This is not, we really don't do much with measurements on this. It's all by hand and by eye. So let's show you, I'm going to do one that's a little different than what we do normally in class. I'm going to start with an idea for a 2,400 square foot house. So I'm going to get this paper out of the way and say, I want 2,400 square feet. Well, in my notebook, in my engineering notebook, I'll go in and I'll make a whole bunch of notes. First off, I know that 2,400 square feet is roughly a 40 by 60 house. Okay, now, I'm going to slide my paper down so you can see what I'm writing. Okay, so I've got that. Now, I know that I require all my projects to have 5 corners. Okay, so I'm just making some notes in my, if this was my engineering notebook, I'd be making some notes in there. And I'd be going through, okay, so I got 2,400 square feet, 40 by 60 at least, and that's a 0 right there, by the way. 5 corners, I know I have to have a kitchen, a living area, a dining area, 1.5 to 2 baths, 1 to 2 bedrooms. Okay, and that's all I'm really requiring. Now, if I look at this, that's not a lot. I know I have to have a stairway because the way this plan's written out, I'm required to have a stair that goes down and not up. Okay, we're not doing second floors. We're going to do an unfinished basement on this, and that is part of the requirement. So you got to have stairs to go down. So I'm looking at this going, okay, where do I want to start? Well, for me, I want to start back over here. I'm just going to start with a simple bubble drawing, and we're going to throw in a bubble right here-ish. That's going to be my entryway. I'm going to label that as my entry. Now, entry, as far as I'm concerned, is considered part of your living room. Okay, so I want to decide, okay, am I going to come in and go left or in and go right? Well, I got to think about how I want this room set up. In this case, I'm going to go in and go left on this, and I'm going to have a relatively large living area here. Okay, so that's no problem there. Now, I'm going to come back behind that living area and put in a kitchen here. Okay, so there's my kitchen, and then I'm going to put a relatively large, again, dining area here. Okay, so there's my dining area. Now, what do I do with the rest of this? Now, there's no dead space. That's just going to be hallway, entryway for more living room, etc. I'm going to probably come in and say, okay, I'm going to definitely want in my entryway a closet. Okay, because that's not on my list over here, but let's be logical. You're going to need a closet. Same with, I probably will have a pantry right here. Okay, that butts into my kitchen area. I'm going to come over here and say, okay, I'm going to put a relatively large bedroom here / office. In all honesty, that's what that would be. Okay, because you're not going to have, 2 bedrooms on the ground floor forever unless, you want to give some flex to it. I'm going to have nested next to that. We're going to come up here and say, okay, I'm going to need a full bath here somewhere. So I'm going to come up here and say, okay, let's put a full bath here. And I led, excuse me. Some pencil time. Okay. Full bath there. Let's see, let's look around at this and say, okay, let's put a wick here and another full bath here. And let's say I put a bedroom here. No, even bigger than that. That'll be my master bedroom. And I'm going to say I want definitely a closet here. And my stairs, I still have to plug them in. I'd probably put my stairs somewhere here-ish. Okay, and that for me, that's just rough bubble drawing, no sizes attached, etc., etc., etc. Now, looking at this, I know the distance from here across needs to be relatively controlled. Okay, well, I know that if I make a 40 by 60 block, let's say this thing right here is, say, let's make this like 50 feet across the front of that. So that means that this is going to stick out 10-ish. Now, if I do that, I can go in here and say, okay, well, my kitchen area here, let's figure out how big this is. A bedroom here that would be a good sized bedroom, let's make this thing 15 feet across this way. Okay, so there's 15 feet off my 50. That gives me 35 feet roughly to work with. I'm going to say this is going to be about 8 feet across my entry. So I take 8 off of my 35. That brings me down to what? Oh, 27. That gives me a 27-foot wide living room. That's plenty big. That's huge. But then again, I'm looking at a house that's 2,400 square feet on the ground floor. I'm going to put some luxury into this, maybe make a sunken living room. I have no problem now saying, you know what, I'm going to steal some space over here for my stairs to go down, make a wider stair, have it open up into this. I will try to minimize this area will be as a hallway, going back to that bedroom, you know. I'll probably try to sandwich this in here. I'm just going to kind of sketch in and box a few things in here real quick. Put that there. I know I need a closet here. Actually, let's do this. Let's move that closet around, and I'll put the coat closet here and the bedroom closet there and have that trail back. I'm going to put an entry into the back of this. Okay. Bath's going to be set back in here a little bit. It's a full bath, so we'll put a little stub wall out there just to kind of give some privacy if anyone's going from the bedroom in. We'll block in this. Still a little bit for the pantry. Still a little bit there for the stairs. And like I said, I'm sketching here. It's rough sketching. I'm scribbling around. I'm just going to make it. Now I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to rough this out, figure out the rest of my details, and we'll come back to it. Hang on.